It's good to be with you. Welcome to Class Outside. Today, we are going to learn how to simplify baking diffuse and normal textures in Blender. For this, we will need the Blender add-on named Baker's Assistant, which helps with this process and is available on github.com. We will also need a textured mesh to demonstrate the process. I will use this bell mushroom available on Sketchfab. Both are linked below. To start, let's download the mesh. Unzip the folder and import the mesh into Blender. This is also a good time to save your Blender scene. The diffuse and normal images output by this process will be saved to the same folder as your Blender file. Now let's create a copy of the mesh and lower the vertex count. This will be our destination to bake the textures to. One way to lower the vertex count while retaining detail is to use the Remesh and Decimate modifiers. This is useful for objects that are unlikely to be animated, like background objects or static items. Animated items may require a specific topology or layout of vertices to properly deform. Our demonstration will not be animated. Let's add a Remesh modifier and drag the voxel size until we see our desired details for the model. Then click the down arrow and apply the modifier. Next, we can add our decimation modifier. We can use the ratio slider to adjust the level of decimation. We can monitor the change by the face count available in the modifier. For another option, we can set the wireframe view and visually see the faces change. Once we have substantially lowered the poly count, let's apply the modifier. And to remove the mosaic look, we can right-click and shade smooth. Now we can create our UV map. It is a good practice to mark seams along the edges of your mesh to define your desired layout. For this demonstration, we can use the Smart UV Project tool, which will unwrap the UVs for us a bit quicker. Select the destination object, enter Edit Mode, and click A on the keyboard to select all vertices. Then press the U key and select Smart UV Project. Now if we open the UV Editor view, we should see the UV map for any selected vertices. Before moving on, let's verify that the destination object has a new material. With the destination object selected, remove any existing materials from the materials panel and then create a new material. Now we can create the cage. The cage object's goal is to wrap around the source mesh. This helps Blender copy the textures from source to destination during the baking process. In object mode, copy and paste the destination object. Select only the cage and open Edit Mode. Press the A key to select all vertices. Then press Alt and S at the same time. Now gently move your mouse, and you should see the mesh begin to inflate or deflate. Move your mouse until the object appears to overlap the source object. Then left-click the mouse to confirm. Sometimes inflation is not so simple. There may be overlapping vertices on more complex meshes. In these cases, it may be necessary to inflate groups of vertices at a time. With the cage complete, we can use the Baker's Assistant add-on. The add-on is available on github.com, linked in the description below. Download the files, extract the zip folder. In Blender, go to Edit, Preferences, select the Add-ons tab, and click Install. Now, make sure the add-on is turned on with the checkbox active. Once the add-on is installed, select your destination model in the 3D viewport. Right-click, and at the bottom, there should be an option to Start Baking. Click this option. Select the source, destination, and cage meshes. Select the maps you would like to bake. Currently, both diffuse and normal are supported and on by default. And select the resolution of the texture you want created. Then click the button to start baking. After a moment, you should notice new nodes appear in the shader editor for the material associated with the destination mesh. You can arrange these or use Blender's built-in Arrange tool add-on if you have turned it on. You will also see the normal and diffuse maps should have been saved to a materials folder in the same location as your Blender file. Look at that! Together, we have simplified baking diffuse and normal maps using the Baker's Assistant add-on. Please let me know down in the comments what you thought of this video. Have a great day, and thank you for attending class outside.